I'm Peyton,
And I'm Chelsea,
and this is
states away. And today we have a special guest for you guys, Mr. Scotty Ruffner. Say hello, Scotty.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
I bet they're doing great, hopefully. Hopefully they're doing better than us because we are very sick right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
yeah, you sound sick.
yeah. I was worried I wasn't gonna have a voice for this week, and luckily my voice sounds a lot better now than it did this morning. But I was like, Peyton might have to carry this episode.
Yeah, I think if we don't pre-record them, we're just gonna have to start like recording them like by ourselves, like just yapping.
Like one of the
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind
I'm
of
a little
splice them
better.
together. That's good.
I'm stuffy, but I'm a little better.
Yeah,
Also, shout out to whoever hexed us because we have it out for you.
Oh yeah, you
that's
whatever you
ridiculous.
did worked. So good for you, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, because we are both. Oh my God, I almost concussed myself the other day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that
Um,
too.
I'll make this quick. I woke up in the middle of the night the other night to me smacking my head off of the wall. My entire body was like tingling. I was nauseous. And so I'm like terrified that I'm gonna wake up with a concussion or not wake up. So then I set my alarm for like every hour to make sure that like I'm alive. And yeah,
Dang, that's crazy.
and my head hurt for like 2 days. It's good now. Besides, like, I think it's bruised, but other than that, it's good.
Did you get it checked?
No, it's
Your
fine.
are your ears ringing?
No, I'm good. I think I'm
That's good.
good.
That's good.
Are you still having the pain in the front of your head?
No, it's just like where I hit it now.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. No, it was concerning. I think if it was any worse, my mom would have been like, okay, we're going to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I think I'm good now.
you got to keep an eye on that.
It's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
That was scary. You texted me and I was like, I'm a little concerned.
I was a little concerned. I was a lot of concerned, but I think I'm good now.
You
I
made
think
me
I'm
drive
great.
all the way to Indiana Jones to come get you.
Yeah, no, I was like, okay, I just have to make it through this day and then I'm going home because I can't do it. I can't do it.
I had a concussion once. I got in a car accident.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was bad.
That's terrible.
It lasted for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now y'all know what's wrong with me.
There's
Yeah,
nothing.
it's a lot. It's good to know, you know?
Yeah, it's good. You got to know those facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it had you like all kinds of messed up. Wasn't that when it was?
Yeah, I was a little bit dyslexic. When I'd read a street sign, it would be backwards. So
Oh my God.
yeah, it was serious.
That
They
is
wouldn't let me drive my car. I wasn't able to drive my car or anything. So
oh my God.
And
That is
you were
wild.
like, what the heck's pots mean?
Oh my God.
what'd you just say?
Said you were on the road, like, what the heck's pots mean? It's stop.
Signs.
Yeah, that
All
oh.
backwards.
But I'm glad I'm good. I'm glad I'm good.
Me?
Me too.
It was a little scary, but
Yeah.
it was even scarier because that's not the first time I hit my head that week. So
What?
yeah,
You're a mess.
it's been a wild time. So yet again, shout out to whoever hexed us because you did a great job.
Yeah. And like, I mean, yeah, I don't even. I mean, and like we both were having some misfortunes for like a day or so, but like I kind of stopped having that, and you just kind of kept plummeting down and down. You're like, it's like the world's trying to kill you. And I'm
Yeah,
a little bit
whoever
worried.
has it out for me, please stop.
Maybe you should go take up residence in one of those padded rooms.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've had my share of misfortune. Please stop.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not
on the
Uh,
brighter side
that's
of
not
things,
fun.
no,
yeah,
it's
That's
not.
on the
crazy.
brighter side of things, we have our
Moving on.
today is Scotty Ruffner, and if you, as you guys know, I am a country singer, and this is my guitarist, and he is Awesome. And before he played with me, he's played with so many people. He's got some of the coolest stories to tell. So that's what we are going to be talking about a little bit today with him. So, Scotty, let me think of like what's the first question I want to ask you? I think I want to start with before you worked with me,
Yep.
who is the coolest person that you ever played with? Because obviously I'm the coolest, right?
Absolutely.
He's like, yeah, yeah, sure. I
No,
mean,
there's no, yeah, we get along very well. It was very natural. I'd have to say the coolest person I ever played with is a guy named Hutch Hutchison. He played bass for Bonnie Raitt for a long time, like 20 years. And I don't know if you knew Bonnie Raitt is, but she's an amazing singer, blues guitarist. And back in the day before he got that gig, I was traveling around with him and a gentleman. His name was Vern Dant. He actually wrote songs for Reba McEntire, and this before they became somebody. And we traveled all around the South. I met a lot of people from the bands like Neville Brothers. They're like legendary in New Orleans, and I just had a great time through the '80s, traveling around, playing different clubs and stay in hotels, just a regular touring guy. So that's probably the coolest people I've been around for sure.
Yeah.
Amazing. He was an amazing bass player, crazy good.
Yeah.
He almost got me into that gig, but he said, "Oh man, my manager said you just got a guitar player." So I just missed it by a little bit. So
But if you had gotten it, then you wouldn't be my guitarist.
exactly.
Played.
We were meant to play together. So it's pretty cool. It's been a lot of fun. So very talented artist. As
Yeah.
you know, Peyton, this girl's got a lot of
oh
skills.
yeah, obviously.
But we
Obvi-
mesh very well. Like it's like one unit when we play together. So it's
Yeah, it's really nice. It's kind of we both tap into that that other world of like you're just like totally lost in the music. We both tap in, and
yeah,
before you know it, the song is just like over, and you're like, "Whoa!"
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah. I
good
feel like
times.
there was some story you told me once, and I'm trying to think, and I can't remember the details of it. Um, but weren't you like? I feel like there was something where did you get like an instrument signed by somebody or something?
Yeah, yep. I was in a band in Boston. We were called the Limbo Souls, and we always did these shows. It was just a three-piece band. We did a lot of shows at big clubs. We were pretty popular in Boston, so it's back in the '80s, and we got done with one of my sets, and my road tech guitar tech guy said, "Hey, Jimmy Page is back there backstage. He said he saw your set. He really liked your set. He said tell you to bring your guitar back, and he'll sign it." So I said, "You're crazy. That's can't happen. That's he's not here." He said, "No, it's really." So I got my guitar, went back. It was just me and another guy, and it was like in slow motion because he was like one of my childhood idols. He was a guitar player in Led Zeppelin, if you don't know who he is. But so I walked back, and he was such a nice guy. He took my guitar. He said, "Oh, this is just like the one that Eric Clapton just gave me." And I'm like, I'm just like in a daze, like this guy is, I can't believe he's sitting there, you know? It'd be like you looking at Taylor Swift in the same room. So it'd be like mind
I know.
boggling. So he signed it and he goes, "Oh, I like your set. You're a good guitar player. Your set was really good." So he signed it, Jimmy Page, rock on. So
Oh, that's so
that
fun.
was the high. That's definitely a highlight. And I have the guitar, uh, the guitar pick guard is in a frame. So I still
Mhm.
have that today. So it's pretty amazing. I met a lot of interesting people just from traveling around touring and stuff, because you
Mhm.
would stop in different towns for maybe a couple days or 3 or 4 days. And I actually met another guy. Did you ever hear of a band called Survivor?
I don't think so,
I Am
no.
the Tiger. I am the I am.
Oh my
Oh,
God, yes.
So I knew their lead singer before he got in Survivor. So, and I was like working with him and helping, just helping whatever he needed. So I knew Jimmy Jameson, and he's since passed on. I was sad when I found out that he passed on, but he was probably the best singer I've ever worked around. So that guy was really, really. He used to do like sessions in Memphis. That's where I met him, in Memphis, Tennessee. So a lot of cool stuff like that.
Yeah. See, this is why I say that I have the coolest guitarist ever.
Well, I
Because
appreciate that.
like you gotta be pretty cool to like have had all these experiences and connections because you had to get to a point where you were at that level because like that's where you meet those people. And you are absolutely, at least in my opinion, I think that you're up there like on the same level as all of the greats
Well, I
because
appreciate it.
I
Thank
think
you.
you're phenomenal. But you
Well,
also
you
tell
too.
stories. Thank
That's
you.
why we're going to keep plugging along.
Hmm.
We're going to get
Hopefully.
you somewhere.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Just got to keep moving forward.
I'll keep chugging along.
Keep chugging along.
So,
Um,
what do you think the coolest place you've ever gone to like do a show of any kind was? Whether it be like a venue or just like a state or a city, anything.
I've been to some really cool places. The best place I ever played probably is in Greensburg, PA, at the Palace Theater.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, it's old. It's got such beautiful artwork. It's a very cool place. I mean, I've been to a lot of places. There's St. Simon's Island, Jekyll Island in Georgia. There's really nice because we played on the beach a bunch. So we'd be at these really nice hotels, and we'd be playing these clubs. So we'd stay there for maybe 3 or 4 days and hang out on the beach and do a lot of fun stuff. I'm sure you guys would enjoy something like that. That was one of the cool places.
okay, well, didn't you have like a guitar made by like someone that made Taylor Swift's
Oh
guitar?
yeah, yeah,
Want to talk about that?
yeah. It's a they made it. I bought this old guitar. It was made in the '60s, and I sent it to Ruben Cox. He's out in California. He has a guitar shop out there. And I didn't think I was going to be able to get a hold of him because I tried about maybe 3 or 4 times. Then one afternoon I was driving home from, I think it was from one of our shows or maybe before one of our shows, Chelsea, and I picked up the phone. He said, "Hey Scott, this is Ruben." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And in my mind I'm just thinking Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. He built her guitar. It was the coolest. I was so happy when that guy called me back. So I sent the guitar there, and he made that. My guitar looks like it's the same thing as Taylor Swift's guitar. So it's a rubber bridge. It has a rubber bridge on it, nylon strings, and it has this real like plunky sound. You would know it. It's like they use it on
Invisible string, I guess.
invisible string and a few other things. Maybe champagne problems. They use it on that. So when we do those songs, Chelsea and I do those songs, it's pretty authentic. It's in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I want it to sound as close to what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be. So I'll invest the money. It wasn't very much. So
Mhm.
Ruben was such a nice guy. He said, if you need anything, just let me know. So I have that contact, which is kind of mind boggling. Taylor Swift's guy. So
You're like one person away from Taylor Swift.
yeah, I'd like to
I'm
meet.
like one person away from Taylor Swift though, because one of her dancers commented on my TikTok.
Are
So
you serious?
yeah,
That's incredible.
yeah, one of her dancers from the Eras tour. After we went in June, I posted a TikTok like a couple days later, and he literally commented on it, and I was like, okay, like,
Wow, that's awesome.
and it's one of like her more popular like dancers too, like one that like everyone loves. So I was like, I am so cool. Like I was on cloud nine.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
Your dad said he didn't know that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
that's
I
cool.
was so excited.
Your
It
dad set me up with a space heater. It's really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
I know it's very nice of your dad.
Yeah, I'm like 3 or 4. How many is it? I don't know. One, two, three. I don't know, like 4 or 5 people away from Taylor Swift because my mom knows somebody whose I think brother knows somebody who like plays with Travis or something like that. Like
Oh,
knows
nice.
something like that. But unfortunately, there's not like necessarily like the best relationships
that
along that line. So I can't get in contact with her
that
because
means I'm like
but I tried.
That means
Peyton,
like I'm two people away from Travis though, because Cam's the one that commented on my video,
I
and
was gonna
Cam's
say
brother played with Travis.
what was your video? What was your video? What is the video?
I don't know. Let me pull it up. But
I forget which one it was.
Is it a TikTok video?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have to scroll way back. But basically, I was just like cheering him on after one of the songs, and he
Oh,
commented.
that's cool.
But yeah, I post a lot of TikToks. When TikTok was getting banned, I downloaded them all and had 500 on this account alone.
They're
So
looking into saving it, so I think somebody's gonna take it over, and you might, hopefully, you'll make more money. More money.
yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully they
Hopefully
do.
there's somewhere new. Like another place that I can. Oh,
I
here.
sent Chelsea some info about it, so
Okay.
I know it's back on the App Store now.
oh yeah,
Hmm.
And so literally you can just hear me screeching in the background and then he comments.
credible.
Yeah,
That's
it was so cool. I was fangirling so hard. Like
really cool. I think it's I still like can't quite wrap my head around the fact that Forrest Black follows me on TikTok.
that was so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Oh
you had a
my
lot of
God.
contact with that guy.
Yeah, that was so cool.
I mean, he just is such a genuine and sweet person. Like I love like his video, I love his TikToks because he posts about like his wife and how much he loves her and like his songs are inspired by her and then she's in the background like that's my man. Yeah, this is the song. And it's just like so it's so sweet and the way that he like hangs out after shows to like just play acoustically with some of his fans that hang around after is so much fun and like that's like I'm really starting to I wasn't super familiar with him until he followed me. Like I knew one of his songs,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I didn't even know that it was him who wrote it. I just didn't know well enough. So now like I follow him and I'm really starting to look up to him a lot because I love those things that he does and I'm like someday I want to do that. Like that's what I want to do. I want
That's
to have
cool.
videos of people in the audience like connecting to my songs and like singing along to them with their person or with their best friend or like crying their eyes out because they feel what I'm singing, you know? That's what I want. And I want to pull out my guitar and play my song with a whole crowd of people singing along with it just in a parking lot somewhere, just because we're all connecting over something. Like, I just
Yeah,
think
right.
it's so beautiful. And I think that it's so cool that somebody who has reached some kind of level of fame but is still so down to earth. I just think he's really great and I think it's so cool that he follows me.
He was on one of your first Eras tours, right? That you did.
He was on a live. I don't know if he was on the Eras
Didn't
tour.
he comment on one of them?
You know what? I think he was on one of the Era tours. I think I remember somebody saying that. I just don't remember when. But
I
I know
just
they like joined my live to like chit chat once.
yeah, that would he did chat for a while.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was so cool. What?
absolutely.
You cut out what?
Oh, I said, and that there's a video of that on my TikTok, like a little quick
Oh.
video of me just being like,
Well, guys, we are Chris Olsen. We are not one person away from Chris Olsen. We are like both.
we
Like
are,
we are Chris Olsen.
we are. We're trying to see if we can get Chris Olsen to be a guest on our podcast because
Well, then that would be a special guest.
you're ambitious.
Yeah. No, like he was in Chelsea's live and sent her gifts, and then he um commented on my TikTok. So we like are zero people away from him.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy. That
Maybe you'll get him on your show.
we're trying.
You're also 0 people away from Cam though.
I am zero people away from Cam. I'm also zero people away from my
From
favorite
Cam?
author.
Cam is the dancer.
That is true.
Yeah, Cam's the Eras Tour dancer that I was talking about.
I thought your mom's like, this guy's a hayseed. Get him off the air. I'm just kidding.
She's such a hater.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. She's not a hater. Your
Secrecy.
mom is definitely not a hater.
Yeah,
least to me.
I've
You
had
should be ending
the
your life. It's okay. You can tell me.
Mm-mm.
blink twice if you need help.
They've got me captured here. I've been here for 6 weeks. Can somebody help me?
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose.
Okay, yeah, but I've had some pretty cool people comment on my TikToks.
So Cam,
Cam's
one,
the Eras Tour dancer.
yeah, that's what Chelsea's dad just said. So
Mhm.
how'd you get in contact with him?
Oh, it was just from when he commented on my
Oh,
TikTok.
okay.
Sorry.
Cam, which one's Cam? Well, she has so many. So
Yeah, here.
He's like everybody's favorite.
oh, that's that big guy, the husky guy.
Oh, okay.
This one.
Yeah, that's a guy that I like. He stuck out so much at the show that man, he is so entertaining. He's
Mm-hmm.
really a really good dancer too. It's amazing.
Yeah.
My favorite, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
so when I went to the concert, I didn't know well enough that like that's Cam, that's this person, that's this person. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I was a newbie. I was a new Swiftie, so I didn't really know.
Cam's about the only one I knew. Like I knew a couple like of the girl dancers, but like Cam's the only one I really knew by name like the first time I went. But like it was just so cool. And watching the dancers is just like the coolest thing ever. Like yes, Taylor Swift is right in front of you, but the amount of work that these dancers put into this show just like
Incredible.
yeah, it just
They're
completes
always
it.
moving. It's
they're
like
incredible, absolutely.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
whole thing is incredibly entertaining.
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen a lot of bands, and I mean, I've seen a lot of bands. And she's up there with Pink Floyd or any of those bands that I've seen. Like,
mhm.
as far
It,
as their lights, the sound,
it's just
top three,
nothing.
Fire.
Yeah,
top
higher.
three.
It's just
Yeah.
nothing like like a regular concert because I've been to quite a few concerts and that is just like that's a show. That is a performance. That is like you're going to sit down in a theater and watch something type show. Like
It's interactive too.
mhm. Yeah, it's just like the coolest. Like it is the coolest thing. And so my parents spent a heck of a lot of money on it, but it was 100% worth it. Like,
Chelsea's mom waited in that pod for a long time
Hmm.
yeah,
in the
my
queue.
mom over the span of like 3 days waited hours in line for tickets, and then we didn't get them, and then she bought resale, and then the second time we went, it was literally like a fluke, like which we've talked about it on the pod before, but like it was just it was like it's such a wild experience,
Oh
like.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Desperately need to go to more concerts. There's a few artists that I want to see so bad because like I just love watching like their stage presence, and some of them I feel like they don't have enough videos online for me to go see and like watch, but I also just want to see them in person, like Maisie Peters. Maisie Peters, I love the way that she like dances with her guitar. Like I always feel like I don't know what to do because I have this big thing in front of
Hmm.
me. I like jam out, but also a lot of my songs aren't super jammy, so I don't think that helps me any. I just feel like I've learned a lot from like watching her videos and stuff. My apologies. Can we cut that out?
You'll edit it in post production.
Um, but I've learned a lot from watching her TikTok videos of her performing and stuff. And I want to see her live
Hmm.
so bad. Sabrina Carpenter. I think that her tour looks so cool, and I love like all the creative, like the fact that like the whole theme and all that. I want to see
It
that.
was so cool. It was
I
really
want to see
cool.
Olivia Rodrigo so
That's
bad.
weird. I was just gonna say that. She'd
I
be there.
wanted to see her, but it was on like a Tuesday, and I had to buy resale, and my mom
Yeah.
didn't want to take me.
I want to see
That's
the Rascal Flats. They're doing some kind of like tour or something right now, but I think I missed my chance to get tickets for here. I don't know if I was just like too late to figuring out that they were there or what it was that we couldn't, or if they just weren't coming to like right here and we won't go to like another city to go to a concert because it's just a lot of like
It's too
driving.
far.
It's just a lot, you know.
It
We're
is
Yeah,
a lot.
can't relate.
busy all the time. Well, we just like don't have the time to like do that because half the time we
We
got stuff going on a weekend, and then like the money that it takes to do all that, it's just a lot.
Yeah,
We're
we
not.
don't have the time either, but we got Taylor Swift tickets, and my mom's like, we're going to Canada next weekend, and we all just dropped everything that we had to do because Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Well, maybe we would do that for Taylor Swift, but I don't know if we would do that for all of the other artists that I just kind of like and stuff here and there.
Yeah, we went to Iowa for
Wish.
one.
You went to Iowa?
Yeah, for one. I can't remember who it was that we were going to see, but we went to Iowa. But yeah, we don't really travel very far for concerts. But it helps because we live like decently close to Chicago. So,
Well,
but
then we're like an hour from Pittsburgh, we're like the Heinz Field and stuff. But
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
goes to Philly.
yeah.
But they're not going to both. They're only going to Philly. You
hmm
know, like, and how far is Philly? I don't even remember.
Yeah, no, they often like everyone often tours in places like Chicago or near Chicago, so it's kind of like it's kind of easier. But
Philadelphia is 7 hours from here.
yeah,
Philly? Did you say
Apparently.
Philly?
Well, or actually, hold on. That's giving me the route with like without tolls. With tolls, it's either 4.5 hours or almost 6 hours, depending which way you
Excuse me.
yeah, that's
go.
kind of a long time to drive for a concert.
Some like if it was Taylor Swift and that was the only opportunity to see her, then I might start considering it and I might start begging my mom
But
like on my knees, like please,
but
please.
like even our drive to Canada was only like 8 hours. Like nine, including like stops and whatever.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. And it can't be like terribly far from you guys. Like Toronto. Why are we timeouting?
No, I'm trying to tell you time. We
Oh, I'm like what?
have 10 minutes left. I'm sorry. We have
Um,
like a time
yeah,
limit.
it like shows us at the top. I got a giant notification on my screen for
That's right. You get the big one.
um, but yeah, like you guys can't be that far from Toronto, I feel like. But yeah.
Um,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's about 7 hours. Something like
Yeah.
that.
But
Yeah.
I mean that's not terrible. That's like I said about what a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
less than what we
It's not
drove.
bad. I drive a lot, so that doesn't seem very far.
Yeah, I don't we're not big road trip families. We do
Road trip.
we do have like a I don't know, what is it, like 12 hours or less rule, like if we can drive it and
Yeah.
or maybe it's 15 hours, like if we can drive it in that long, then we'll just like drive, but if it's more than that, like we'll just fly, but
12 hours is a long ride.
it is. Yeah.
Being in one confined space. Confined
hmm
space for
And
that
there's
long.
yeah, and there's four of us, which is not nearly as mu many people as they have, but it's still like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People start getting antsy.
hmm
Hey, can we stop here?
I'm hungry. I have to pee. My legs are cramping. I feel sick.
Well, that's the funny part. We used to go on trips all the time when I was younger. Um, and like with to ride our side by sides. And so we would take like these long road trips, and it was basically like, okay, we're driving straight through. If you have to pee, you're gonna pee now. Like, we're gonna stop to get food and you're gonna pee.
But
And
I
so,
don't have to.
yeah, no, but you're trying. So unless you're gonna
Right, right.
like pee your pants, you're not pulling over. Because we used to like go with like big like groups of like families, so it would be like, okay, we're not all stopping. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Chelsea, tell me about your new song about I was working on that today. Tell me what that one's about.
The new one,
The one that has that awesome breakdown and rhythm.
yeah, this time.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What about
What was the inspiration about that?
it? Well, the inspiration
Talk
was
about it without name drop.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
obviously,
We'll leave all the names off of
obviously.
it.
But the inspiration for it was having a friend who you're best friends with, you've been best friends with for a long time. And every time you've had a problem, you were always the one kind of running back to them and like, like, but I miss you, but I want to be friends with you, but this, but that. And they're always the one running off and so, for whatever reason, whether it be that they just found someone better for this time being, or they
Hmm.
boyfriend so they don't need you anymore, or they, or you got into a fight and they don't want to like admit that they did something that hurt you. They just want to argue and then make it out to be like you're a terrible person. Just kind of like basically always finding some kind of excuse to just kind of like, kick you to the curb. And you can't ever have a conversation with them about it, so you can't ever resolve it. So you end up not being friends. And then you run back to them because you're always the one that misses them. And
Right,
it's
right.
saying like, I've got all this history. Is it really not worth fighting for to you? Like, I don't understand. I'm always the one fighting for it. And I'm sitting here sad, heartbroken, feeling like I just went through the biggest breakup of my life. And like, are you not phased? I don't understand. It's basically just kind of like an I don't understand, but I've been the one fighting every single time, and this time I'm gonna sit back and I need to just wait and see if I matter to you. Is basically the gist of the song. Is like this time I'm not doing it. This time I need to matter to you.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
a lot of people experience that. Like I feel like people don't write enough about friend breakups because friend breakups can be just as painful and just as heartbreaking as a breakup with a boy, and it can be sometimes even more confusing because the line with a friend is weird, especially when you have a friend you've been friends with for a really long time. It almost becomes almost like your sisters, and then it's kind of like weird. It's like, well, we're not friends, except like we've been friends for so long that doesn't like make sense anymore. The thought of that being the reality doesn't even make sense. Like that's like that can't possibly be true or be real because like it's never been off forever, and you've been friends for so many years that that's the biggest part of your life is this person. So it's almost like if you had a sister and your sister was like, nah, I don't like you right now, you would say, oh, you know what, we're not really close right now. You wouldn't say she's not my sister anymore.
Right. They
It's
just
like it's complicated. It's so much more complicated. With the breakup, it's just like, nope, they're not a part of my life anymore. There's a reason why, and it's a boy. So, and not like your girlfriend. Like your girlfriends are just different. So, it's interesting that we don't have a whole lot of songs about it because it's very tough, and I feel like a lot of girls
yeah,
go.
yeah.
But I feel like
I
that's
get it.
important to talk about that sometimes. That's why I have a few songs about some friend drama. I have like 3 songs now that are about friend drama and stuff.
Hmm. So it's called This Time.
Hmm.
I had a song called This Time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And
Okay.
it was about be careful who you give your love to
Yeah. Yeah.
because it can get smashed.
Hmm.
Are we
So
gonna start over or
Yeah, Scotty, we only have like a minute left on here before it's gonna cut us off. So we either need to start a whole new meeting or we need to wrap it up. What do you guys
probably
think?
wrap it up because
Because you
it's
had,
it's just 6:45.
I
So
think we're good.
oh
yeah.
and she needs to go eat because her mom said her food was ready.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's wrap it up.
We
Okay.
don't really do like family dinner on
Oh,
weekends.
so everybody eats when they can.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's
Okay.
fine. But yeah, thank you, Scotty, for coming on
Hey,
our podcast.
my pleasure. It was a lot of
We
fun. Appreciate
definitely
it.
want you back for
All
like
right.
two.
And I'll think of some more stories. I'm
Yeah,
200, I'm 205 years old. I got to think about stuff.
yeah, just to ask you more questions because we kind of just got on little tangents.
That's
But
all right. I was asking you questions.
yeah, you were.
I'm
Oh,
sneaky
you
like
were
it.
like taking the reins. Like I'm in charge now.
I'm like sneaky about it.
Yeah. Okay, so bye everyone.
See
Bye.
you.
Thank
Yeah.
you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.